Welcome back to week 5 of our Lenten devotional series and podcast where we're walking through Michelle Couchat's book, A Faith That Will Not Fail. Today, we are specifically talking about a grateful life, day 3 in chapter 5. I'm Rustin.
I'm Tammy.
And I'm Mike.
We're glad you're here joining us. Today is my favorite piece of this is the idea of eulogizing, right? And the idea of a eulogy, right? If you've been to a funeral before, which most of us have, is to bless or to speak well of someone. It's rare you go to a funeral in the eulogy where somebody will speak poorly.
Sure. I've never had that happen. I've done a lot of funerals.
It's a fun story, but we won't do it here.
Not today.
But I think one of the things I love about this is the challenge that she gives us to what does it look like to eulogize somebody before they die. And so how do we as people who are content in our existence take every moment we have to name what we value in the people next to us in real ways?
You know, it's so funny you say eulogize someone while they're still alive. This was actually a literal faith thing or a literal practice we had to do in my pastoral care and ministry class in my undergrad. So everyone, to practice funerals, everyone had to die, and then we would eulogize that person. And it was really amazing, because we took the assignment seriously, and so as people are saying these things about you, right, and you hear these words, I brought tears to my eyes.
I was enjoying reading that she used the word eulogize because I never thought about it like that before, that she said Jesus eulogized his father before the feeding of the 5,000. He gave thanks before the miracle. And again, it's how do we find ways to be grateful and be thankful in all times and all places? I find that hard. I find it easy to be grateful when I've been given the gift. I find it difficult and challenging to be grateful before the gift has been given.
When I do, using that same metaphor, and she mentions this a little bit, but like how changing the attitude before anything significance happened, right? Like I can just be thankful for you and Mike and can name those things without you having done something for me. And that the benefit of that, right? And it's not why we do it, but the benefit of that, you do have 12 baskets left over, right? When you're around people who have this kind of deep gratitude in them, all it does is produce more gratitude in us. Like
Absolutely.
I've never been around a gracious person, a grateful person, and thought, man, I just wish I was more stingy.
So true.
Right? Like it leads gratitude, provokes gratitude. And so I think there's a beautiful piece in this about how do we do that even ahead of time? Like how do we,
in thankful, authentic ways.
Yeah. And before we all die, I mean, for Christ's sake, let's just be a little bit more grateful before we die.
Again, it's the sentence before. She says, gratitude satisfies the hunger of not only the one who serves the meal, but everyone who pulls up a patch of green grass and shares in the supper.
Yeah. And kind of hitting back to last week, she closes with her 5-minute faith builder talking about how that suffering makes us myopic.
Yeah.
Right? It really reduces our vision.
Absolutely.
And that what expands our vision is gratitude. And so how do we like step outside? Like if suffering is under our microscope and our eye is on the microscope, how do we step back enough from the microscope to realize that pain that's on that little glass sliver is small compared to the gratitude that surrounds us?
Yeah.
So we invite you to look at where you can expand your vision tonight and today as you engage in this practice.